Hello students. So today's point of discussion is order of reaction. Now very first thing to be remembered about order is that it is experimentally determined. Remember, so one can't predict the order, but order of reaction is experimentally determined. It is very first and important thing to be noted. Now what exactly order is? Now we know very well the rate law. So rate law equation or rate law expression can be done only when we do calculate the order with respect to each and every reactants involved in that reaction. So what exactly order is? In the rate law equation or a rate law expression, the order with respect to each reactant is nothing but the exponent to which the concentration term of that reactant is raised. So what exactly order is? It is the exponent to which the concentration term of that reactant is raised in the rate law is nothing but the order with respect to that specific reactant. Now let us consider the reaction, hypothetical reaction of type A plus B plus C gives product. Now suppose rate law for this reaction is rate equals to K into concentration of A to the power alpha into concentration of B to the power beta into concentration of C to the power gamma. So this is the rate law for the given reaction, suppose. Now what this indicates? This indicates that order with respect to A is alpha. Why? Because the concentration term is raised by alpha. I mean exponent right here is alpha. That's why with respect to order with respect to A is alpha and order with respect to B is beta and order of reaction with respect to C is gamma. Now question arises, what overall order of reaction is? Remember, overall order of reaction is nothing but the sum of all these exponents. Means no matter how many ingredients affect the rate. So in the rate law, the exponents to which the concentration term of all the reactants are raised, we need to add all of those. So overall order of reaction will be alpha plus beta plus gamma. So this gives overall order of this hypothetical reaction considered by us. Now let's explain few examples which illustrate the order very well. Now consider the reaction H2O2 gas which decomposes producing water and oxygen. So it gives H2O liquid plus O2 gas. Now when we determine order experimentally, especially for this reaction, so on determining the order of this reaction experimentally, one can get the rate law equation for this. So rate law can be given as rate is equal to K into concentration of H2O2. Now what this suggests, remember the exponent to which this concentration term is raised is 1. It means that the order with respect to H2O2 is 1 and the overall order of reaction is also 1 right here. So this is one of the finest examples of first ordered reaction, I must say. Take another example. Consider another example. Combination of H2 gas plus I2 gas that lead to the formation of HI gas. Now after experimental determination, rate law for this reaction can be given as rate is equal to K into concentration of H2 into concentration of I2. Means order with respect to H2 is 1 and order with respect to I2 is 1. Thus, overall order of this reaction is 2. I mean this reaction is a second ordered reaction. Now again consider another example. Consider the reaction twice NO gas plus O2 gas gives twice of NO2 gas. Now consider this reaction. When we determine the order with respect to each of the reactants, after determining the order, one can give the rate law for this. So rate law can be given as rate equals to K into concentration of NO to the power 2 into concentration of O2. So this suggests that order of reaction with respect to NO is 2 and order of reaction with respect to O2 is 1. Thus overall order of this reaction is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So this is third ordered reaction. Now remember, order can be fractional also and order can be 0. Let's consider a few examples of that type. Now consider this case. Consider this reaction, that is CH3 CHO gas gives CH4 gas plus CO gas. Now when we determine experimentally order of this reaction, then the rate expression comes. So rate is equal to K into concentration of CH3CHO to the power 3 by 2. What it means? It means that order with respect to acetaldehyde, that is CH3CHO, is 3 by 2 and overall order of reaction is also 3 by 2. So order can be fractional also. Now order can be 0 as well. So what the 0 order reaction is exactly? Remember, 0 order reactions are independent of the concentration of the reacting ingredients and those reactions proceed with the same rate. We will discuss 0 order reaction in detail later. So right now consider another example of type NO2 gas plus CO gas gives NO gas plus CO2 gas. Now for this, after experimental determination, one can get the rate law, which can be given as, so rate equals to K into concentration of NO2 to the power 2 into concentration of CO to the power 0. Now what it means? It means that the order of reaction with respect to NO2 is 2 and order with respect to CO is 0. It means with respect to CO, order of reaction is 0 ordered. So this rate law further can be given as rate equal to K into concentration of NO2 to the power 2. Why? Because order with respect to CO is 0. It means that rate is independent of the concentration of this ingredient. So overall order becomes second order. Now besides this, another very important thing to be noted is there are some complex reactions for which the term order cannot be used. I mean, orderless reactions are also reported. So let's discuss this reaction first of all. H2 gas plus Br2 gas gives twice HBr gas. Now, if at all rate expression for this reaction is concerned, so that rate expression can be given as rate equal to K into concentration of H2 into concentration of Br2 to the power half upon 1 plus concentration of HBr upon concentration of Br2 to the power m. And remember, where m is a constant, so for such type of reaction the term order cannot be used. I mean, simple orders cannot be given for such type of reactions. So these reactions, I mean the reaction which include in such category, are left out of consideration as far as order is concerned. Thank you very much.